Morning guys from here in Massachusetts.
Here we are in Malaga Airport.
We're in the city of Brussels, the capital.
Welcome to the centre of Porto.
Welcome to Marrakesh. So, very good afternoon from our new hotel room here in Prague. And yeah, it's a little bit better. I mean, they've put us on another building that wasn't attached to the main hotel. The main hotel is down there behind me. So, I mean, yeah, the room's alright. It's pretty decent. I don't know if it's worth 60 quid in comparison to where we are, but I guess it's August and it's very last minute, so that's what we've got. It's our last evening here, so what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the Charles Bridge area. In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to try and find the world's narrowest street. Let's see if it's going to be done, guys. Come on. So let's start off with a room tour here in the Three Crowns Hotel in Prague, and look at this. It's definitely much more modern looking than the first place we stayed. Look, we've got a slightly bigger television, bed's very nice, got lovely windows here, big windows that are going to open up. But yeah, quite happy with this. What was it, 60 odd quid? So yeah, good price. But come on guys, let's head out onto the street, and what we're going to do is find the world's most narrowest street. So guys, we have made it to the world's most narrowest street, the world's most thinnest street, just behind us here, right next to the Charles Bridge. We'll take a look at that a little bit later on, but now let's go and see what all the fuss is about. You can see a large queue building behind me of people wanting to go in and to take a walk up the narrowest street in the world. So come on guys, let's go and do it. So this is absolutely fantastic. There are traffic lights to let you know when you can go, because this is a one-way walking lane, but we're going to make our way through now. The light is green, so come on guys, and this is very, very narrow. Of course it is, it's the world's most narrowest street, but at some points you really had to breathe in. Although in just a few seconds we are walking the entirety of this street, and it doesn't take long before we reach the bottom here. Now we're going to do it in the reverse, but guys, I want you to watch this American tourist struggle.
Everyone hates me, I understand.
There's a good bit of comedy right there. So that was it guys, the world's narrowest street. What do we think about that? Well, it was interesting. I'm glad I've done it. It's worth visiting to have a look. There was a nice little bar and restaurant at the bottom, although we didn't go inside. But yeah, come on, let's explore this part of the city of Prague. Come on. So I think it's time to head towards the river, as sunset will soon be upon us. And yeah, you can see people whizzing around those lime scooters. But what we have here is, do you remember earlier on in the episodes we were talking about these fake beavers? Now these are called nutrias. They originally come from South America, and the reason they are here in Prague is they were the primary source of the fur trade, but they've got out here and they're doing very, very well. If we have a little look, they're very, very closely related to the capybara. Absolutely huge. Now, so I think the Americans call these swamp rats. So, yeah, you'll see they have bright orange teeth as well. They are quite friendly. They will come up close to you, but you wouldn't want to get bitten by one of these, as some people do, as you will end up in hospital. And we can see this one is quite interested in me at the camera. See those orange teeth there? Have a sniff of a leaf. Now they are completely vegetarian, or at least they should be, although I'm sure people try and feed them Big Macs and that. Here is it's a main city, but let's leave the nutrients alone now and let's take in Prague's most iconic landmark, the Charles Bridge. And we can see the river here as well, with boats pleasure cruisers just coming down. You can see tourists, tons of tourists here in Prague today, and tons of tourists just enjoying their trip down the river and taking in the sights. So yeah, what a fantastic day here, and the weather is about 29 degrees. Now we're just waiting for the sunset, and what we'll do is we'll head out around Prague city centre and look at the city by night time. But I just want to continue with these beautiful shots of the city of Prague. Now if you're thinking about coming here, I highly recommend it to everyone. So that was pretty interesting. So we managed to get up close with the people think they're beavers, but they're not. They're actually called nutrias. They come from South America, and they made their way into the river because they were being used for the fur trade, but the fur trade died out. So yeah, they're thriving here. Nice to get close to them, but they do bite. So yeah, don't get too close or they'll send you to the hospital. But let's continue this evening walk along the river. Come on, guys. So let's just take one last look here at the river as sunset is fast approaching. So I think we found a secret little spot here just by the Charles Bridge. I don't think you can get a better view of Prague at sunset as to where we're standing. Now we're just by that little place where we saw the nutrias / fake beavers, and there's a little bar in the wall. A very nice gentleman there who serves you a decent pint. I don't think it costs more than £2 anyway. So yeah, what a brilliant way to start the evening by watching the sun go down here in the centre of Prague. Fantastic. So let's just take another closer look at the Charles Bridge here, Prague's main tourist attraction. And what a sight it is as the sun is setting on our last day here in the Czech Republic. So a lot to think about. We are getting some amazing shots here on the banks of the river. In my previous videos I've been calling the river the wrong name, so excuse me. I'm not going to try and pronounce it because obviously I don't speak the Czech language or any Slavic languages for that matter. But look at this, the rain has started, but I don't care. We're just taking in the views of this beautiful city, guys. So this is what we have been waiting for. This is the sun finally setting on Prague and darkness descending on the city as we go out and explore Prague and see what the nightlife has to entail. So let's make our way off the riverbanks, and we're going to make our way to our first restaurant, a restaurant I came to 4 years ago and have exactly the same things, of course. You know me, beef tartare over here, looking absolutely fantastic. Same thing I had 4 years ago. And we have that pickled cheese, that pickled camembert, which is absolutely fantastic. But what we're going to do is we're going to head across the Charles Bridge. Now this is the first time on the channel that we are crossing the bridge. I actually want to stay away from the bridge because the last couple of times I have visited Prague, spent a lot of time in that area, so it's nice to go somewhere different when revisiting a city, in my opinion. But here we are, we've got the main towers here of the bridge. We can see a mill just over there, and of course some buildings. Now let's make our way over the river. As you can see, even at this time of night, at 12 o'clock at night, the place is absolutely jam-packed, so you must remember that, guys. It's always good to keep your wits about you, especially after dark. But look at these beautiful views we get across the river, and it was only a couple of days ago we were sailing in the area, although we weren't allowed to come as close as the Charles Bridge. But yes, we can see the city of Prague there, all lit up with the river cutting through. It's absolutely fantastic sight. So let's make our way across, but one thing you have to do is stroke the dog for good luck, and you can see where the brass has worn away, as everyone seems to do that when they cross this bridge. So of course we're going to do the same thing, follow the crowds and all that, and there was the other tower of the Charles Bridge, and you've got some beautiful apartments there overlooking the water, and we can see a better shot of that tower now. I'm not too sure how old that bridge is, but definitely several hundred years, I would say. If you know, comment it in the comment section below. But look at this, you'll see all sorts of stuff being sold here in Prague. But yeah, all the same, you can see it's so busy on the streets here as we cut our way through and head towards the Old Town Square. That's our next stop, guys, because we want to go and see the traditional tourist things as well we haven't seen on this trip. Now, you might be thinking the restaurants are quite quiet, and that is because it's quite late now. I would say we've jumped to 1 o'clock in the morning, so not a lot of people on the streets of Prague here. Well, not in the restaurants anyway, and most restaurants stop serving food quite early, if I remember correctly, around about 11 o'clock or so. So yeah, but here we are on the famous clocks in the Old Town Square here. Absolutely beautiful. Every hour on the hour they do a show. So if you're visiting and you're there within the hour, take a look at that. I'm not going to hang around for that show tonight. We're going to carry on forward and just take a look at this beautiful square. This is the absolute heart of the city of Prague. Absolutely stunning. A fantastic city that I just cannot recommend enough, guys. So if it's on your bucket list, definitely check it out. It's friendly, it's safe, and I've never had any issues coming to this city. It's fantastic just to see everybody chilling out and relaxing on this beautiful summer's night. But something funny happens. We managed to get dragged into an Irish pub in Prague. So let's just take a look at this at 1:30 in the morning. So that's it from us on our night walk around Prague, and what a beautiful evening it has been here on the banks of the river and in all the tourist spots. Thank you for watching as always, guys, and I'll see you all on the next adventure.